hours before reporting her missing.
And good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jeff Morrow. Keep updated on what will be our fourth named winter storm of this 2019-2020 winter season. Its name is Dorothy. Right now, the energy that will become Dorothy just starting to move out of Western Canada into the northern Rockies, but over the next 24 to 48 hours, it will be spinning up in the Rockies and eventually pulling out into the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. Of course, this being a big, huge travel time of the year as we head toward the holiday, toward the Thanksgiving holiday, there could be a lot of folks impacted here, both in the air and if you're traveling by car. All right, so there is Dorothy. You can see the fourth named storm system here. Let's go ahead and show you what we're expecting. Now, the lighter blue shading out here in parts of the plains, anywhere from Nebraska on up into southeast South Dakota and into southern areas of Minnesota as well as Iowa, those are winter storm watches, meaning conditions will be favorable for the storm as it comes out here, probably in about 36 to 48 hours. But of more immediate concern is the darker shading that you see here from southeast Wyoming into western Nebraska, now into northeast parts of Colorado, including the Denver area and extreme northwest corner of Kansas. Those are winter storm watches, meaning, yeah, they're expecting some pretty bad conditions here winter weather-wise, most of it, if not all of it, in the form of some snow, and some of that will be locally heavy. We also have some wind alerts which have come up, and I expect these to expand as we head through the next 24 hours or so. But right now, some high wind watches out in the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas, as well as southeast Kansas, but high wind warnings in parts of Wyoming and all the way up here into Montana as well. And of course, where this snow will be flying, that will blow and drift the snow around. So what are we talking about timing-wise here? Well, this is our future radar, and I've pushed it ahead to noon during the day tomorrow. So we're still in parts of northern Colorado, a little less than 24 hours away, but you can see across southern Wyoming, including over toward the Cheyenne area, snow is breaking out also here in northern Colorado. Now, it's generally between Interstate 70 and on up toward Interstate 80. Those could be some really nasty traveling conditions, particularly as you're headed west of the Denver area as we head through the afternoon. Notice as we head into the evening, now this is Monday evening, from Cheyenne down to the Denver area and along the Front Range, snow really starting to fill in. It's also pushing out here along I-80 into central and western Nebraska. That's by tomorrow evening. Beyond that, as we head on into Tuesday morning, it really starts to kick up around the Denver area. That looks to be the heaviest snow overnight tomorrow night for the Denver metropolitan area, and you can see the snow spreading eastbound out into northwest Kansas as well as central and western Nebraska. So looking pretty nasty here and finally starting to thin out a little bit by the time we head into Tuesday in the afternoon. So if your travel plans take you anywhere around the Colorado vicinity, southeast Wyoming, and out into the western high plains here of Colorado, of Nebraska and northwest Kansas, you're going to be impacted by this storm system. All right, now the big question is, that was the timing. How much snow do we expect to fall? The darker the purple shading here, the heavier the snowfall. And where I've circled here, anywhere from just south of Casper down through Cheyenne and just west of the Denver area on the Front Range, maybe from Boulder on up through Rocky Mountain National Park and the Estes Park vicinity, we're talking about 12 to 18 inches of snow. This will be a real boon to ski resorts. And if you have some Thanksgiving plans to do some skiing out here in Colorado, it looks like you'll have some fresh powder. But any kind of traveling here, particularly along Interstate 80 as well as I-70, is going to be really nasty here over the next 48 hours. You can see around the Denver area, we're going 8 to 12 inches, most of that falling tomorrow night on into early part of the day on your Tuesday. Now, we expand this storm even farther east as we head from Tuesday on into Wednesday, and you can see this large swath of 5 to 8 inches of snow pushing out across Nebraska, right up through northwestern areas of Iowa, just touching the Minneapolis area with maybe 3 to 5 inches right now. But just south of there down toward Rochester, Minnesota, and on back to just north of Omaha, maybe up towards Sioux City, we're talking 5 to 8 inches. And just northwest of Green Bay and on up into the UP of Michigan, by the time we head into Wednesday, that's where the heaviest snow will be. So any kind of travel plans anywhere out here across the northern plains, Dorothy is going to have a very, very high impact. Of course, we'll keep you updated here on the Weather Channel as we head toward the storm and throughout the duration of the storm as we head through this very, very busy pre-holiday season.
Is very personal.
which leads investigators